Welcome back everyone. Hope you have enjoyed the first two videos where we have learned how we can empower ourselves, how we can go into a state wherein we are able to control our emotions and give our best. Now, in this third video, we will be discussing about that how I can become aware about my emotions, and once I become aware about my emotions, how I'll be able to break it, how I'll be able to get rid of it. Once again, I would like to reiterate that whatever we are sharing here, these are the bucket of options which is available with you, which you can use it in terms of how you wanted to get rid of that particular emotions which is not serving you, which is basically not helping you to be in a resourceful state, right? So this is what we are going to uh, you know uh, discuss here, and then you can pick and choose which one you would like to take it. So let's talk about in this particular video we will be discussing about emotional awareness. Now, how I'll be able to be aware about my emotions and how that is going to help me get rid of my negative emotions. So let's see here. So the first option what you can do is that whenever we have so many thoughts in our mind, we are thinking negative, we are in a loop of stress, anxiety, depression, or maybe a relationship issue which is leading to depression and anxiety and stress. So what you can do is just take a piece of paper and write it down. Whatever comes into your mind, whatever is coming into your mind, even if you want to do use languages which you don't want to do, which you are unable to speak, just write it down. Your negative emotions, whatever is coming, just write it down in a piece of paper without judging, because this is, you are writing your heart out. And then once you have written, what you do is take the paper, fold it, and burn it to ashes. Guys, you know what happens when we keep something with us, like say for an example, when you are climbing a mountain and you have a lot of weight in your shoulder, and more the steeper, if you make wanted to make it very easy for you, you have to reduce that weight, then only you will be able to climb. Similarly, in this situation, if I am having lot of burdens, lot of emotional issues going on, and I'm holding those emotions with me, then it is going to have an impact on my health. Then the psychosomatic disorders will generate. So it's very important that we write it down, whatever negative emotions we have, and then burn that paper, taking it to ashes. It will help us to release our stuck emotions which is there. Second thing what you can do is that you can write it down, that what exactly happened. So write that, this is how you're feeling, don't judge, this is how you're feeling, what has happened which led to this situation, and in that particular situation what is making you feel worried. Write it down. When you write it down, then you will be able to understand that whether that particular scenario which has happened is so very important or not. Say for an example, I had a quarrel with my wife, and now I am feeling a lot of anger is there. I don't want to talk to her and things like that. But what happened is nothing actually happened. I asked her to prepare something in the morning and she didn't prepare because of many other reasons. So if I write it down, that what exactly happened, and is it so very important that I give that much importance to that situation? And then I will realize, no, that is not that important. Why to unnecessarily affect my own health? Why to unnecessarily dwell in this anger when the situation is something which is not that important? So when I write that sequence, that what exactly happened and how I am perceiving that information, how I am perceiving the situation. Say suppose for an example, I went to office and my boss was taking the presentation. Okay, and when I went and I was giving the presentation, what happened is that he was not looking at me and he was busy in phone, and he was seeing here and there. He has not given that importance to me at all. Now the second person has came for a presentation and he has given his complete, concentration. He has asked questions as well. Now I came home and I was feeling that why this happened with me, why he has not given me that importance. And then, completely because of that thoughts, it has been like, my day has been screwed. But in that situation, what I am supposed to do is that I need to write down that if he has not spoken to me, does that mean that he hates me? Does that mean that my performance is low? Does that means that, he doesn't wants to see my presentation? And you know what happened next day when I went? I got to know that he was having some issues in his home. His child has not reached home after school, and he was busy trying to connect with her wife and then trying to figure out. And that is the reason he was not in his mental state to give me that importance. By the time next person has come for the presentation, his issue has been resolved and then he was completely present. But you know how I have made all those stories. So when I write it down, I will be able to understand that what is the fact associated with the situation. And once you write, so see, once I've understood my situation, I'll be able to get rid of it. I'll be able to find solutions to come out of that particular emotions. See, third thing is circle of influence, which I wanted to share with you through this picture. So you can see that there are two circles. Okay, so the inner circle is called as circle of influence and the outer circle is called as circle of concern. Now, whatever happens in our life, the first and foremost thing which we should do is we need to categorize it. So say I am getting worried about the situation. Say for an example, I am unable to do my performance. I am not able to do my numbers since I belong from a sales background. So say I am unable to do my numbers. Now what will happen? Because I am unable to do my numbers, I'll feel irritated, I'll feel agitated, I will burst on my colleagues, I will feel fearful at times, stressed at times, right? Which will impact my performance. And in this particular situation, what I'm supposed to do is first write it down, whatever situation you have which is making you feel uncomfortable, whether it comes into circle of concern or whether it comes under the circle of influence. Now, what should come in circle of concern and what should come in circle of influence, that we have to check. Anything where you can do something out of it, where you can change something, that will come in circle of influence. Something where you can't do anything, you cannot change, that will come in circle of concern. Say for an example, uh, there is in just now I have shared about my situation, right, in office. So if I am unnecessarily lamenting that my performance is not going ahead, I'm unable to do it, what will happen? I can't do anything currently about that particular situation because of X factors. I have realized that. And it is coming into circle of concern. And if I put my all energy in circle of concern, what will happen? The circle of concern, that circle will become big and the circle of influence will become small. And if the circle of influence will become small, it means I am becoming powerless. It means I am losing that, what do you say, the power over me. And that will be a trap for me. But if I concentrate on the circle of influence, okay, so these are the 5 things. If I start working on it, I will be able to improve my situation. If I write it down and work on that, then what will happen? The circle of influence factor will increase, which will reduce the area of circle of concern, and I will be out of my that negative emotion. Try to do that. Write it down 4 or 5 things which is making you feel uncomfortable. Categorize it, whether you wanted to keep it in circle of influence or whether you wanted to keep it in circle of concern. Anything which comes in circle of concern should not be given any concentration. Focus on circle of influence, because circle of concern, even if you focus, you can't do anything. Say there is a drought, there is a flood which has come, and because of which your house has been destroyed. Now house getting destroyed will come in circle of concern. If I lament over it, will you think I will be able to come out of it? No. Why this flood has come? Can I change it? No. But I can really concentrate on that, how to once again build my house, how to find the resources which will help me to build a house on, and by that time I build my house, where to take shelter. So if I concentrate on that, then what will happen? My circle of concern will become strong, become small. The surface area will become small, and circle of influence will become big, which will help me to deal with my situation. So I request each one of you, please go and know mention in the comment that have you done this exercise and have you been able to get some results out of it, and how it is helping you. My dear friends, sometimes we teach others. So when you share your experience, others may learn from you and apply that in their life. And our main intention is to really help each other. Hope you have liked this video. Watch out my next video where I am going to discuss about another aspect. Till that time,